Greetings to Dr. Nurul Farehah. My name is Vanessa from BIP3173 Group B. A little bit about myself. I've completed my diploma in English here at UPSI, and I am currently continuing my TESOL in degree at UPSI as well. To begin with, this video is about my e-portfolio, and it is divided into two sections. The first section covers my understanding of CELC, and the second highlights important concepts in ESL. So let's take a look at the first section. So what is SELC? It actually stands for Secondary English Language Curriculum. In Malaysia, the objective of this curriculum is to enhance students' English proficiency and develop them into well-rounded English language learners. The curriculum structure is divided into two levels, lower and upper secondary. Each of the level consists of content tailored to the target students. As for lower secondary, the focus is on strengthening their basic English skills. Meanwhile, for the upper secondary, the primary goal is to prepare students for the SPM test and also exposing them to authentic uses of English across various mediums. So, the curriculum content is based on three key components. Standard-based English Language Curriculum, CBLC, which emphasizes the core skills such as reading, writing, listening, and speaking, as well as grammar. Not only that, there's also higher order thinking skills, HOTS, which is about lessons and content standards that are aligned with Bloom's revised taxonomy to promote critical and creative thinking. And last but not least, it is also aligned with Common European Framework of References, CEFR. So this framework actually assesses students' proficiency using a global CEFR scale from B1 to C2. So in addition, the CELC includes the Standard-Based Curriculum and Assessment Document, the SKP, which serves as a comprehensive framework that integrates teaching, content delivery, learning, and assessment, it also ensures alignment with the CEFR. So the SKP aims to ensure that students' learning levels correspond with international standards. So for further information, visitors can click the button below to explore the SKP website. Now, moving on to the importance of motivation in the ESL classroom. So, learning English as a second language, L2, or third language, L3, can be very challenging. Therefore, it is our duty as educators to keep students motivated and engaged in class. So, why is motivation very important? It is because motivation drives students to learn and stay engaged with the English language. In the ESL context, there are two types of motivation. The first one is integrative motivation. So this type occurs when the students themselves have the desire to learn English to connect with native cultures, native English speaking culture. So their focus is on developing an interest in the traditions, values, and daily lives of English speaking communities. Meanwhile, instrumental motivation is all about achieving practical goals, where these students learn English to accomplish specific objectives such as securing a job or gaining entry into a university. So below are some of the example videos that can be watched to better understand the differences between these two types of motivation. So additionally, there are fun and simple methods to keep students motivated in the ESL classroom, such as creating relevant content that resonates with students, incorporating games or fun technology into activities, and also encouraging out-of-class English usage to make learning more practical and engaging. Now, let's explore language learning strategies and styles. So, to simply put, strategies are actions learners take to achieve specific goals, while styles are personal preferences in how they approach a task. So, to dive deeper, visitors can check out the videos below for insight into learner strategies and styles. Now, let's break down the key language learning strategies. So these are the techniques learners use to enhance their language skills, helping them become more effective, independent, and efficient learners. So the first strategy would be cognitive strategy, which focus on mental processes for understanding language concept. Next will be metacognitive strategy, which involves planning, setting goals, and organizing learning sessions. Third will be communication strategies, which helps learners to handle conversational challenges where they find ways to express themselves when missing a word or a phrase. Following with that, there is standard-based instruction (SBI), which ensures teaching aligns with learners' needs through organized and targeted approaches. And the fifth one will be affective strategies, which aim to manage emotions, motivation, and attitudes toward learning. And last but not least is social strategies, which, as the name suggests, it emphasizes interaction and collaboration while using the language. So by using these strategies, learners can boost their confidence and competence in language acquisition. Now let's look into language learning styles. So, learning styles, it's all about personal preferences. Each learner has a unique approach and no single style fits everyone. So here are the main learning styles in ESL context. The first one would be field dependence versus field independence. So what are these two terms? Field dependent learners rely more on external cues and thrive in group work or social setting. But this type of learners may find it challenging to focus on details independently. Meanwhile, field-independent learners prefer to work alone, and they rely more on internal factors to analyze and complete tasks. Next, we have ambiguity tolerance, which refers to how well learners handle uncertainty, like unfamiliar words or phrases. Those with high ambiguity tolerance are willing to learn more and will communicate despite not understanding everything immediately. So encouraging this trait, ambiguity tolerance, actually can boost confidence in learners when they learn a language. And last but not least is reflectivity versus impulsivity. So reflective learners are those who take their time to process information and make decisions. They often need more guidance and attention from teachers. Meanwhile, impulsive learners make quick decisions and preferring to act first and correct mistakes later. Understanding all of these styles actually helps to tailor teaching methods to meet learners' needs and maximize their potential. Now, let's head on to the ESL teaching approaches. So, the teaching approaches are actually the strategies teachers use to help students master English skills like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So, this method are rooted in different learning theories, each offering a unique insight into how languages are learned. So, here's a quick overview. For behaviors theory, which is presented by B.F. Skinner, it is about learning happens through repetition and reinforcement, especially such as think drills and practice to build language habits. The next one will be analysis theory, which is presented by Noam Chomsky, where he suggested that we are born with a natural ability to learn language using the language acquisition device, LAD, where it actually exposes students to real language context. Next will be cognitivist theory, which focuses on how the brain processes and connects new information. ESL strategies here encourage problem solving and deep engagement with the language. And then we'll have socio-cultural theory, which is presented by Lev Vygotsky. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. In this theory, it is all about learning thrives through social interaction, and also it emphasizes on group activities and peer collaboration, which are essential for language growth. Next, we have constructivist theory, which is all about learners build their own knowledge through experiences. Okay, that is all for the ESL teaching approaches. Now I will look into the 35 Kagan cooperative learning strategies. As the name suggests, it is actually a set of structured techniques developed by Dr. Spencer Kagan to foster active participation, collaboration, and interaction among students in a classroom. So, among all of the 35 cooperative strategies, I've picked out a few, and the 4 ones I've picked out is first starting with think, pair, and share. So think, pair, and share is a simple, effective strategy that promotes individual reflection and peer collaboration, as well as group sharing all in one. Next, we have Rally Robin, which is actually a fast-paced, interactive technique where students take turns sharing their ideas or responses. Next, we have Quiz Trade, which is actually a cooperative learning approach where students quiz each other through a flashcard. And finally, my favorite strategy among among all of the 35 would be 4 corners, which is where students move to different corners of the classroom based on their opinion or response to the question. And with this method, they get to, be active and also understand their opinions even more better by listening to their peers' perspective. In this video, that's the About Me section if visitors want to learn more about myself. And that is all from me. Thank you.